Hello, this is Nina from the Happy Hippie, and I'm here to do a pick a deck or pick a card reading for you. Before we get into it, remember these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. There might be something in the timestamps below if you have problems choosing which deck to choose, so you might want to go down there in the description box to look at the numbers. Maybe there's something that speaks to you. But I will explain a little bit about the decks and a little bit about the crystals on top. Maybe that will also help you make your pick. So let's look at it. So on number 1, you have a selenite crystal. And this is the Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. Now this is a smoky quartz. And the deck here is the Alchemia Tarot deck. And on number 3, we have a citrine crystal. And this is the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck. So, sink into your intuition. Ask your angels and guides to help you pick either number 1, number 2, or number 3. Pause the video if you need more time, and I'll be back in a moment, and I'll start with number 1. Removing number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1. So if you pick the selenite crystal and you pick this Tarot Grand Lux, and this is your reading, I'll put the crystal up here. And we're going to shuffle a little bit, and then we're going to pull 6 cards as we always do to start off this reading. And then I have some oracle decks also that we can use. And we will see where we go from there. I like to be guided a little bit by spirit when I do the readings. Let them show me where to go, all considering what people need to hear. Okay, so that's kind of how I work. So it's not only the cards, but also a great deal of intuition and some channeling. I do have another channel, by the way, where I do channeling. It's linked below if you're interested in the description box. Let's look at the cards for you today. So we have the Emperor. We have the Chariot. Oh, lots of momentum here. And we have the 9 of Cups. This is very beautiful so far. And now let's see what's going on underneath. 10 of Wands. Yeah. 8 of Cups. And Judgment. Okay, and underneath the deck we have the 2 of Coins. Yeah, balancing act. And 8 of Wands. A little bit too much action maybe, yeah. So from my perspective, and that's actually the feeling I got as soon as I pulled this card, was that somebody has a little bit too much on their plate right now. I mean, the 10 of Wands is very often where we are swamped. You know, we have way too much on our shoulders. You know, he's kind of carrying all that weight on his shoulders, kind of. And he needs a break. So that's why he's kneeling. He's putting the wands down and say, hey, I need a break. And it comes together with the Emperor. So it might be that, you know, the Emperor is very often a figure of leadership or a figure of bureaucracy, something like that. It might be that you have, so this might be you or this might be somebody else. So it might be that you have bumped up against somebody who is very firm. It can be a leader position. It can be some bureaucracy that you're trying to fix something, legal papers or bank papers or, you know, stuff like that. And you're bumping up against someone who's very stubborn, someone who's very, you know, firm in their ways. And that might be the situation for you. But there also might be that you are this person. You have taken on some sort of leadership or you've taken on some sort of task and you found out, or you're just doing too much. You're not delegating. You're not telling people that you are worn out, you know, and that's why we're getting this card up, you know, the balancing act. You're off balance, okay? So you're having a hard time balancing everything right now, is what I'm feeling initially with this reading. Now, you saw also underneath here that we had the 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands is the card of action. And when that comes underneath the balancing act, then I feel like there's too much action and you're having trouble balancing your energy, your time, your workload, you know, take it as it resonates. Now in the middle you have the Chariot, and the Chariot is also a card of momentum, as I mentioned when I put it down. As you can see, it's a lot of action, moving forward, you know, with force, kind of. And so when we see also the 8 of Cups underneath, which is the card of walking away, my feeling here, the invitation from Spirit is to walk away from the, how can you say that? Walk away from, first of all, you have to delegate. I mean, whatever situation you're in, you have to ask for help. But this forcefulness, this drive, you know, in very many situations, especially regarding work, many leaders or many companies want us to have the drive, you know. Also in interviews, you're asked, you know, about your drive. Where are you in 5 years? Where do you want to, you know, forward movement all the time. You know, they want to have our not only 100% but 120% very often, and I feel like that's what you've been giving, whether this be a job situation, family situation, project, whatever it is that you have been doing. You have been giving it your all and then some. Okay, and what Spirit is saying is that you need to walk away, because when we move further to the right here, it's regarding your own personal happiness and abundance, you know. I understand if this is work related, that you feel because you need an income and, you know, you need to kind of do the work and blah, blah, blah. But you are allowed to say, hey, this is too much. I'm losing my balance here. It's just too much. I can't do this, right? Now, this judgment card can mean many things. It can be that you are being judged, you know, by this situation, company, or that person or whatever. And that you're feeling like that's why you have to perform, that's why you have to give, that's why you have to do. But the judgment card can also be an invitation from communicating with Spirit, because in the tarot cards, you know, the judgment is Angel Gabriel giving messages down to the people. So that might be the invitation. Are you listening to Spirit? Are you listening to your spirit team? Are you listening to your higher self, your soul? Are you following your passion, your heart in this situation, or are you just pushing forward because you've been told that that's what you have to do? Okay, so that's kind of what I feel here. Is the invitation is, of course, first of all, walk away from this, from being overwhelmed, from being taking on too much. But also in this, checking in with your soul space and your higher self and your team. Is this where you're supposed to be? Is this where you're supposed to go? Is this project for you, really? You know, that kind of feeling. Now we're going to use the Quantum Oracle today. So I'm opening that box. And we are going to shuffle a little bit, and then we're going to see if there are some additional messages in the Oracle cards today. I like to shuffle on camera. For me, that gives more flow in the readings. Sometimes I have pre-chosen some cards without me looking at them, of course. And then it can be many oracle cards in a row, and that would kind of make a picture of what's going on. That's also a way to do readings. But my favorite is actually where I shuffle and I kind of let myself be guided along the way. For me, that's the most fun. Okay, that just flew on out right here. The loving woman. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I get it. Yeah, because, you know, if you're a person that this is, you know, depicting, someone who is very loving, very giving, very wanting to please everybody else, a people pleaser basically, then I understand why you get in this situation here. Because you can't say no. Is that a problem for you, number one, to say no? Is that what it is? That you feel like, you know, but I feel okay, I can do this, you know, I can... You should just that yes person that always says yes, that don't have a heart to say no. Well, that will get you into trouble, okay? Because you will eventually get sick from it, right? So let's see what else here. Discovery, okay. Let me just check in with Spirit. What message is there with discovery? Okay, so there's two scenarios with this card. One is where this is the person here, you know, this is the leader or whomever has kind of put you in a situation where you have taken on too much, and they're just looking for gold. They don't really care about you as a person, you as you know, your well-being or your health or whatever, because they're just looking at the goal. No, but we have to move on. We have to continue. We have to do this because I have this vision in my head that I'm going to find gold at the end. And I don't care who I have to step over to get there. So that might be one situation. Another situation that I was shown right now is that this is you. And you need to discover, first of all, that you are the diamond here. You are the diamond, okay? And you need to discover that you have a worth. And you as a person is worth so much more than these people that are demanding everything from you, okay? Your health is worth more. Your mental health is worth more. And you need to discover that your own worth, kind of. And that's when you have to put your foot down and say, hey, this is enough now. Underneath we had Ascended Masters, so they might be able to help you. If you connect, if you ask them to participate, they might be able to help you, give you the strength to say no, and give you the strength to put your foot down, okay? We're also going to do the little guide deck by Angel Skog. So let us pull some cards from that deck as well. Just want to shuffle a little bit first. Yeah, I do have a feeling that you are definitely giving way more than you're supposed to. And if that is demanded of you, then there's something wrong. Because you're not supposed to wear yourself out. You know, I know that some leaders just don't care, but hello. Yeah. Wait, one flew out here. Shadow, okay. Oh, okay, I see that. Thank you. So for some of you, this might be the problem of saying no might go back, far back to childhood even. You know, if you have grown up in a home where you were supposed to please and you were supposed to say yes, and you know, that was kind of demanded of you, then it's really difficult to say no also when you're an adult. So this might have to do with your spiritual journey as an the dark night of the soul, if you will, that this might be some work that you actually have to do within you, kind of clear out those old traumas or those belief systems that you are supposed to give and you are supposed to be the one to fix and, you know, be the one that does everything for everybody else. Okay? Because if you've been taught that from the beginning, either from parents or school or grandparents or people around you, that you're supposed to give, then that's really, really hard to let go of. I know, because I've been there myself, okay? So this might actually be part of your spiritual journey, and that might be why this is happening to you now, because there's something within you that you need to release, okay? The key, yeah. So the key here is going inwards, of course, connecting to your spirit team as always. And the key for me is also the walking away, okay? Saying no. The no, the big no is the key here. And time, it's time, yeah, it's time now. Underneath you have good vibes, which is good, cool. So I want to actually draw also a card from the Angel Answers Pocket Oracle here. Just for the fun of it, I want to see what card we get if I shuffle here. Just for the fun of it, let's see. Oh, okay, you want to jump for me today? Yeah. Oh my God. Underneath you got choose a new direction, and here you got let go. Let go. The same as the Eight of Cups. You have to stop saying yes. You have to stop letting go of whatever this is that's happened in your past that's making you always want to give. You are the loving woman or man, you know, the loving person who wants to give. You want to be there for everybody else. You want to fix things. You want to help, you know. But it's making you look like this and this, right? Because you're taking on way too much here. No is a beautiful, beautiful word. And what I learned when I was in the same situation, a no to others is a yes to yourself. Okay? Remember that sentence. A no to others is a yes to yourself. So this is what you have to do. You have to start saying no. You have to delegate. You have to be honest about, you know what, I'm off balance. I can't do this anymore. And then also I would contact my spirit team and ask them for help to go into you, into the child in you, to kind of release and let go of that need for pleasing others. It's time now, okay? It's time, number one. I think that was the reading for today. Thank you so much for participating. Till the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number two, so if you picked the smoky quartz crystal and you picked the Alchemia deck, then this is your reading. So we will shuffle and we will pull 6 cards as we always do. And then I have some oracle cards also that we can use. And I will let myself be guided a little bit also if there are additional decks that Spirit wants me to use. I like to just be guided. When I do readings, I try to not only use the cards, but use my intuition, my higher self, and also channel if necessary. By the way, I have another channel where I do channeled work and talk about the awakening process. It's linked below if you're interested. Okay, so let's get into this now. Okay, 4 of Cups. Interesting, okay. Oh, High Priestess. Knight of Pentacles. Cool. The Empress. I have to pull this a little bit up. The Empress. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. And the 7 of Wands. Okay. Underneath we have the 9 of Cups. Change. New perspective on your own happiness and abundance. Okay. Now, I feel like this reading has very much to do with your spiritual journey, number 2. Okay. I looked at the underneath because I wanted to double check something, and the Death card is of course change. It's and it's a major change. So you might have been going through a major change. You might have been going through the dark night of the soul. You might have worked a lot on your spiritual growth. And the Hanged Man is of course where we are either in limbo for a while. It could have been sicknesses, or it could have been that you were forced to kind of being in stillness for a while, or it could be gaining a new perspective on your spiritual journey or your path, because it has to do with your personal happiness and abundance. Okay, so the reason why I also feel like this reading has to do with the spiritual journey is because of the High Priestess. Okay, now the 4 of Cups is where we are being offered something from the universe, but we might be either not seeing it or refusing to accept. But it has to do with your personal growth, which is the Empress card. Okay, so why are you not listening to Spirit is what I would say. The High Priestess tells me that you are connected to Spirit. You have what it takes. You know, you are, it could be that you're working within the spiritual field, or wanting to, or giving readings to friends or family, or that you're just very intuitive, okay, as a whole. And the Wheel of Fortune is where the wheel kind of tips in our favor, but it also has to do with destiny. Some people call it the karma card. I'm very careful with using the word karma. So for me, it's more about destiny. So for me, when that comes together with the High Priestess, I would say that something you chose in this lifetime was actually to be connected with your spirit team, was actually to know where we're from, to understand how spirituality works. Okay, so that tells me that this was meant to be. And then that's why I'm asking you, why are you not accepting what Spirit is giving you here? Because there's an offer, you see, and it might be an offer from them, or there might be an offer coming towards you here from another person. But the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, okay? So that means that it might take longer than you wanted it to. So that might be why you're not wanting to accept this, because you have been wanting it, but it never hasn't come yet. And so you kind of become, okay, then forget about it then. I'm not going to do it, okay? That might be one, for some of you, the situation. But when you have the Seven of Wands, that's about two things, actually. It can be about protecting yourself, you know, standing up for yourself, feeling the need to defend yourself. But it could also be where you're stepping into your power, okay? And that's kind of what I feel mostly, for most of you at least, in this reading. That you are in your power, you're stepping into your power. There will be an offer coming either from a person or from Spirit. And it's time now to step into it. And I'm asking you again, why aren't you already stepping into that connection with Spirit? I think they want you to do something. This is about your growth, your spiritual growth, right? Your personal happiness and abundance. And those two are actually linked together, even though you might know it. You might think that what you're doing at work and the way you're living your life, if you are living life without Spirit, is a totally okay way to go. But these cards are telling me that that's not the case. Okay. They want you to interact with them a lot more than you're doing at the moment, or in another way. Okay. If you are already interacting with Spirit a lot, then there is a new way, a new offer that is coming towards you. Oh, almost jumped over, but it didn't. So we will pull some cards from this deck. This is the Quantum Oracle, okay, that I'm using now. So let us see what you get. Number 2, the Sacred Temple. Oh, wow. Yeah. So this is, of course, where it can be, of course, your own sacred temple at home, where you're making your sacred space, or they are encouraging you maybe to make a sacred space where you have a place where you can meditate. Maybe there's some crystals, some candles, you know, stuff like that, or a little, what do you call it? Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. A little table or a shelf where you have some stuff on. Or it can be the sacred temple where you do the meditation and you meditate and visit a sacred temple where you can meet up with Spirit, your Spirit team, your angels, your guardian angel, your master guide, whomever in the temple. I actually, on my other channel, if you go below in the description box, there's a link to my other channel where I do channeled work. And over there is a meditation is actually called the temple meditation, where we do a meditation where we go into the sacred temple and where you can meet people. So I'm just encouraging you to go over there, and at least on my playlist you will go into meditations, and then you will find that meditation there. It's always for free, so you don't have to pay anything. Okay, so that's that. And the Loving Woman. Okay, so this, okay. I have two things here. For one, some of you have lost a woman that's significant in your life. And this is a message from her to you. And she will meet you in the sacred temple if you do that meditation. Okay? For some of you, it might be a mother figure, is what I'm feeling. Or a sister figure, mother. Yeah, that kind of energy. And she says she will meet you in the sacred temple. So that was a message for some of you. For others of you, this loving woman is you. And they are asking you to, because you know, when we step into the femininity, the feminine side of us, whether we're male or female or whatever gender, that's when we are deepest in connection, the easiest with our spiritual team. Okay, so this is also an invitation to go into that feminine energy more. Okay, if you're someone who's kind of lost sight a little bit of maybe what you're wearing, or maybe you don't dress up as often or put on the nice stuff, and so we don't feel as feminine if you're a woman, then maybe it's time that you do that, you know, put on the nice stuff, put on the high heels, you know, to make you feel the femininity and get more in touch with the feminine side of you. So that's for some of you as well. But I feel also with a loving woman, she is someone who is really wanting to give, wanting to please other people. So you might be a people pleaser, beware of that. But it might also just be that you're someone with a really big heart, and they are encouraging you to use that with your spiritual work, with your spiritual journey. Okay. Underneath we have true love. True love can be found, of course, here on earth, but true love is also the connection with the universe, okay? Connection with spirit. And they will also say that they love you, okay? So that's also a message from them through that card. Now let us also use the little guide deck here. Shuffle a little bit, and we will pull some cards from that one as well. Oh, it's a little bit messy over here for me today. Okay. Yeah. Okay. News, yeah. There is some news coming towards you. There is a new offer, something either from spirit or from some person, okay, regarding your spiritual journey. Maybe you're going to be invited to participate in some workshop or in a circle or something, and I would encourage you to say yes. Stepping into your power. Yep, that's what you're doing here. Good vibes, yeah, cool. Underneath we have serenity, yeah. So in stillness is, of course, where we find, in meditation and stillness is where we find the connection to spirit, is where we can go into the sacred temple. So that's, of course, a given. Good vibes. So I feel like this news, this offer, it's got the good vibes with it, okay? You can trust it. It's good. So stepping into your power, your spiritual power, this is such a good reading, actually. I feel like spirit is nudging you big time to take this step now to enhance your spiritual gifts, to proceed with your spiritual growth, your personal journey. I'm just going to pull some cards from the angel answers also, and really step it up now. Okay, you got what it takes. So what's holding you back? You know, is it belief in yourself that's holding you back? Take action. Yeah, you know. So underneath you have yes, a big yes. So this is a go, go, go kind of reading, okay? Spirit is really nudging you here, number 2. I have to say. So that was all I had for you. I hope you appreciated this reading. So thank you for being here with me today. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number 3. So if you picked this beautiful citrine and you picked the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot, then this is your reading. So I will shuffle this and we will pull 6 cards as we always do. And we have some oracle cards also that we are going to look at. I hope you are all doing well. Now, when I do readings, I like to not only look at the cards. I use my intuition, and I also connect with my higher self and my spirit team, and I also channel if necessary. By the way, if you like channeling, I have another channel linked below in the description where I do that. So, and also some stuff about awakening and your spiritual gifts and all that. So you can find that linked in the description below. So we have the Queen of Swords, the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and we have the Justice card here. We have the Ace of Cups. And Temperance. Beautiful. Okay, underneath we have Death and the Knight of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords. Okay, some major changes going on for you here. Might be regarding an offer. Might be. Let's see. The death card is not death. It's about change, okay? It's about transformation. Transmuting something. Either yourself. There might be a change in work, environment, home, you know, stuff like that. It's just a message of change, okay? So that, and since it is underneath in the deck, that might be something that's going on with you right now, either on the exterior or interior of you. And also when I saw the Six of Swords here, that's also about, you know, leaving something all behind and kind of aiming for something new. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving knight, so there's a slow after, taking its time. And then, of course, the Death card is about change, okay? So let's look at the other cards. The Queen of Swords is someone who sees things clearly. She is very intelligent, but she also has the raven on her shoulder, which means that she also sees things, meaning spiritually, okay? Now you have Justice here as well, and Justice is very much about balance, but it can be also what the card says, justice. So there might be something that you're contemplating, something that you are considering when it comes to paperwork, when it comes to finding a way, when it comes to finding your balance. It can be energy, it can be work, it can be home related, you know, take that as it resonates. But there might be that you're kind of considering something, okay? Using your wit, using your intelligence, using your connection to spirit, because something has changed. Something has put you on a little bit of a rocky ground, maybe. Also because I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles, which is about feeling off balance. So there might be something that you're really thinking about a lot. Now, Three of Wands is where we're waiting for our ships to come in. You have it together with the Ace of Cups, though, and that is overflow. It's abundance. So I do feel like whatever this is for you, that offer will come. It will, at least in the emotional way, because the Cups is about the emotional, right? The Pentacles is imbalanced. So it might not have to do with money. It could, but it might not, because since it's not the Ace of Pentacles, it's the Ace of Cups. But whatever this is, this change, this contemplating, when you find that balance, because the Justice is about balance, the Two of Pentacles is about balance, it has to do with your personal happiness, okay? Where you're feeling content. And it also has to do with your own healing. Now, Temperance is also about balance. You have 3 cards here that are about balance. So, whatever this change has been for you, okay, I think it was necessary. I think it was important. This is also kind of a balancing thing because you're leaving the old behind, looking at something new. But it might take longer. It might have taken so long for you. It might have gone very slowly, this change. But it's definitely happening because the Death card is the major arcana card, which means it's not just a small change, it's a big change, okay? And if you haven't gotten to the change part yet, then that's kind of what's going to happen. There is something major that's going to shift for you, okay? Might have to do with something paperwork. It might have to do with something justice for some of you. Others of you might have to do with your energy, with your work, with your home, right? So take that as it resonates. This is a general reading after all, so you kind of have to feel into what resonates with you. So let us use the Quantum Oracle today to get some more answers for you, number 3. So let's see what you get. Let's see what you get. Okay, so great achievement. Okay, so whatever this change has been for you and whatever it is that you've gone through, they are telling you it was a great achievement. You've come so far. See if you can look at what has gone right, what you have managed to leave behind, what you have managed to change in your life, what you have endured. Can you look at that as something very positive? You know, because it's healing in all of this too. Finding your balance. Angels of 4 directions, yeah. Yeah, so this is about, again, finding the balance. You know, it's the 4 elements that needs to be all included in your life, not just one, but all 4, right? Underneath you have happy success. That's such good news. So they are saying that you will manage, you will regain your balance, you will receive that healing, things will work out, you know. But there is still some work on your part here. There is still something to figure out. Maybe Spirit can help you. Oh, ooh, that one just flew on out. Oh. Have somebody been talking behind your back? Number 3. Have you heard about gossip about yourself? Or it can be just a general, you know, reminder to us all. Don't let yourself get dragged into... Oh, another one flew out. Don't let yourself get dragged into... If other people are gossiping, don't get engaged in it. Because that energy is so low vibrational, you don't want to get into it. Okay? You also got manifestation. Oh, beautiful. Okay. And underneath, new beginning. Wow. See? So things are going to go your way. Okay? But there is some work for you to do here. I think you need to sit down and really see things clearly. Really figure out, okay, what is it that's getting me off balance here? What can I do to regain that balance, to regain that healing? Looking back at these changes happening in your life and saying, you know what? I've done good. I've done good. Not listening to gossip from other people. Whether it be them gossiping about you or them trying to drag you into some sort of gossip, you're manifesting this happiness right now, okay? So they're kind of saying, keep your eye on the ball, keep, you know, using your intellect and keep being in touch with Spirit, listening to them to guide you on this path to regain your balance. Okay, one just flew out. This is the Angel Answers card. And they say wait in this situation. So there might be something that's going to, as I said here with that Knight of Pentacles, it's a slow moving knight. So it's coming later than you want it to. But they're saying if you wait, you know, those who wait for something good never waits in vain. Isn't that a saying or something like that? It's at least in Norwegian. I just translated it. Den som venter på noe godt venter ikke forgjeves. It's in Norwegian. So this one popped over also. Recovery, yes, the healing. And underneath, ask your angels. Yeah, as I said here, you need to be in touch with your spirit team on this also, number 3. I do feel like I need some more cards for you for some odd reason. The other ones didn't get that. Let me just check over here to see which card I can choose for you. Which ones do you want? Okay. They wanted me to pull the star seeds. This one. Let's see, number 3. There are some additional messages for you here. So, if you wait, if you're patient, it will come. Okay? Whether it's regarding your own happiness and abundance, your own balance, or if it's regarding an offer. Abundance. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. Yeah, so it's also about seeing that, yes, you're in a situation right now where you're going to need to focus on yourself. But can you also focus a little bit, you know, further out? Can you take more of a bird perspective about some certain things? And also see that when your intention, as they say, is to be good to all and to kind of, how do you say that? To naturally be of good. You understand what I mean with that? Then things will kind of come towards you. That's the vibe you're going to send out, right? So this is the mindset that you have. That you want to be good to all. You're not going to get dragged into the gossip. You're not going to be dragged into the low vibrational energies. You're going to stay open. Then that's kind of what you're going to pull towards you as well. They say courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. And underneath we have advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. So follow your heart. Yeah, I mean, most definitely. Don't get dragged into gossip, into too much, because you have swords here. There's a sword energy here. And so it can be sometimes too much into the intellect. The Queen of Swords can do that sometimes. She can also, mind you, have a sharp tongue, just to have that said. And hence the gossip. And I'm not saying that that's you, but it could be somebody else. But following your passion, following your heart, following your spirit's guidance, okay? Because there is happy success and a new beginning here, but they are also asking you to connect to them. Ask your angels, okay? I feel like there's a huge thing happening here for you, number 3, with the Death card here being kind of the main storyteller, if you will, in this entire reading. And these balancing cards that you have, it's not easy always, you know, finding the balance and knowing where to go, what to do. And that's where we have our spirit team. They want to connect with you here. Ask your angels. And be patient, you know, be patient. Great achievement. Be happy also with how far you have come already. Instead of being where, oh, why haven't I come further? Why hasn't it happened yet? Why am I still in this limbo situation, you know? So, yeah, it can be hard, I know. You have my love, but they are kind of promising you a happy outcome here if you are patient with yourself. If you still continue to do the work, right? I think that was it, number 3. I hope this made sense for you. Thank you so much for participating in this reading today. I wish you a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Till the next time I see you. Bye.